And thanks for joining us. I am Ajibola Ojeshola.
And I am Joy Olu. Welcome to the conversation.
Right, let's begin the show this morning by taking our news points for the day. Ajibola, let's start with you.
All right, a bit of politics this morning. Hurricane Tinubu again. PDP, NWC, governors meet next week to avert defections. Barring any last-minute changes, the People's Democratic Party National Working Committee and the Governors Forum are scheduled to hold a meeting on May 11th to address the wave of defections and other challenges facing the party. A trusted senior member of the NWC who requested to remain anonymous due to lack of authorization to speak on the matter told this medium that the governors are scheduled to meet with the party leadership on May 11. The source stated that the meeting will focus on strategies to prevent certain members from leaving the party, the issue of the national secretary and other matters impacting the party. This is as the PDP NWC instructed its legal advisor, Kamaldeen Ajibade SAN, to take legal action in court regarding the defection of Delta State Governor. Recall that on April 22nd, Delta State Governor, alongside his predecessor and PDP's 2023 vice presidential candidate, Ifeanyi Okowa, as well as other members, defected to the APC. The source stated that the outcome of the meeting between the Governors Forum and the NWC members will play a crucial role in determining the party's future direction.
Well, since they
want
to determine the future direction of the party.
Is it not late?
No, never. I never say never.
Never say never.
You can still salvage something. So, as some are living, you may woos others. So, also either defect from some other parties or new entrants entirely that would also make your party move forward. So, the PDP is still standing.
Hey, but as it is, the PDP is not smelling nice. So I wonder what will lure people to go and join the party.
You don't know. You don't know that some people get, bad smell attracts some people. So, allow them. All right, the second story this morning, federal government says Nigeria in deficit of 300,000 doctors. The federal government has earmarked the sum of 100 billion naira for infrastructure upgrade and rehabilitation of 18 select medical schools across universities in the country in a bid to increase enrollment as well as address acute shortage of medical personnel in Nigeria. Minister of Education, Dr. Maruf Alausa, made this known while inaugurating the Monitoring Committee on the High Impact Intervention Project for Medical Schools Rehabilitation across the 6 geopolitical zones. This was yesterday. Alausa, who made a startling revelation that Nigeria is in deficit of over 300,000 doctors, said the high-impact intervention by TED Fund was designed to expand capacity and increase enrollment in medical education. He revealed that government was targeting injection of over 1.5 trillion naira in repositioning of medical education in the country in the next 5 years, with over 100 billion naira to be released by TED Fund annually. He noted that the 12-member committee inaugurated would oversee the implementation of the comprehensive reform strategy aimed at modernizing medical training facilities and improving health-related academic programs across Nigeria.
I'm scared.
Why?
That is huge.
It is huge, the number, but again, this gives me hope. That remember what that doctor said the other day who came here, who was also very, who said that the level of medical students had also dropped because of the kind of education they were receiving. So I like the fact that, yes, this minister, he's a doctor. And he's looking in that direction. So there is a capacity problem. So if TED Fund will now rehabilitate medical schools across the geopolitical zones, at least first shore up their training. If you shore up the quality of the doctors, then you can begin to talk about welfare. Welfare is not under him. His own is to provide quality education. And if he can do that and then begin to also lobby other ministers to also do the needful, perhaps we might begin to see the change that we desire. And perhaps we might see a drop in the Japa syndrome.
We are hopeful.
This one that we even have young people who do not want to read anymore.
That's another topic entirely. It's another one.
Everyone wants to make money.
Thank you.
All right. Over here in Lagos, 12,000 MSMEs have been supported with 8.4 billion naira, and this is according to Governor Babajide Sanwo-Olu. He revealed that his administration has invested over 8.4 billion naira to support more than 12,000 macro, small and medium enterprises across the state over the last 4 years. He disclosed this on Tuesday at the Micro Enterprise Support Initiative held here in LTV. Organized by the Ministry of Women Affairs and Poverty Alleviation, Sanwo-Olu reiterated his commitment to building an inclusive economy that equips every Lagosian with the tools to thrive. Quoting him now, he says, "When we uplift one entrepreneur, we uplift an entire family, a whole community, and ultimately the future of Lagos." The governor also said that his administration has invested 8.4 billion naira to support more than 12,000 MSMEs. At the event, 1,700 beneficiaries received training who had received trainings in vocations including sewing, catering, agriculture, photography, carpentry, and hairdressing were empowered with financial support and necessary business equipment, and they were advised to use it wisely, grow their businesses, create jobs, and support others. Let this be the beginning of something great. This is laudable, and my own is for those that have been empowered to become employers of labor as well. And the tools that has been given to them, the monies that have been given to them, use it wisely. They have been empowered.
In the Yoruba parlance, then they tell person. But then again, sometimes some people can actually be very funny. You would also find some of those people selling.
Oh yes,
some of these things.
In fact, yeah.
So, and then we keep shouting that government is also not responsible, not doing anything. So if you've been empowered to make a living for yourself, and you are deciding that that is not the way you want to go, aren't you a problem to yourself?
Obviously. Obviously, you're a problem. And we must commend the ministry and, of course, the Lagos State government for that bold step. While I was going home yesterday, I was just telling one of the drivers that I saw students from technical college, and I'm like, this is what is making China to trend globally.
Yes.
But we are thinking that these people, they are inferior, they are this, they are that. So what the ministry did there yesterday, the ripple effect, we cannot quantify it.
You can't, you can't. Anything that you do with your hands will never fail you. Just take that hook, line, and sinker. Well, those are the trending stories we're following this morning. Let's quickly go onto the X platform and take a look at one of the many trending stories this morning. Two big stories are actually trending, but don't worry, one Arsenal fan is in front of me, so we'll not go there.
We must go there.
Arsenal.
I was so delighted yesterday. I was so happy.
We are looking at
where they are
too much. I don't understand why.
we're looking at e-money this today, and of course
Champions League.
the news broke yesterday that, of course, e-money, a socialite, had been arrested by the EFCC, but he's been left off the hook. And you know, when a lot of people ask the question, why was he arrested in the first place? He was arrested in his house for issues. For me, I'm like, okay, ruffling the naira, how did they even put it? Mishandling of the naira note, as well as foreign denominations, because of course he violated the foreign how did they put something act. And I'm like, okay, aren't there other people that you should actually be going about, rather than we'll continue to just look at individuals and then pick them for some media war? And you know, like you rightly said, we also have a penchant for jumping on things here. As of yesterday, it was already becoming a tribal issue.
Yeah.
While I will not advise anybody to mess with a national currency, I'm beginning to feel like the EFCC is not busy. Because it's not the first, it's not the second. I've seen parties lately where people messed up with the national currency and nothing happened.
It seems like they are doing a selection thing.
Yeah, and I think that's what a lot of Nigerians do not really want to see. Do not be selective in your war against in your war against corruption. If somebody has been, you know, if you're monitoring somebody, monitor the person, and if the person has been found guilty, prosecute adequately, and do not be selective in all of these issues. And I think, you know, for the EFCC, it is not even a good time on the X platform because they are not even having it good at all on the platform. But E-Money, you know, we did say that he's out, and you know, thanked everybody who reached out to him.
He should go and
in
sing no more.
Sorry,
He should go and sing no more.
he should.
I hope so.
Well, I won't say that.
I hope so.
Well, we should go and sing no more, okay? And in the same vein, Baba resurfaced yesterday with a
King Sunny
video.
Ade, yeah.
Yes, and
Yeah, I
he said
saw
it
that
was
video.
fine. And so whether
Well, it sounded weak.
well, without sounding, it didn't look okay to
Yes.
me.
Yeah.
Without sounding, you know, there was just something not adding up, in my own opinion. So I'm not his family member. So, but then he's out. He did say he's okay. Jibola, we have 1 minute to take a swipe at Arsenal.
Okay, Arsenal lost yesterday. I wasn't surprised. They do not have the character of a champion. And
Oh
you
my
know,
God!
it's going to take them ages, years for them to be in the league of Chelsea. And we have conquered the world twice. Yes, we have conquered the world twice.
Wow.
And you know, playing second fiddle is in their DNA.
Oh my God!
So it will take
No,
you years.
but honestly, I don't know. The PSG team yesterday, they did Sakabado.
Serious one.
They caged Saka. I was looking for Saka on the field. I'm like, where is Bukayo now?
You know he's so small.
Well, there's a return leg. Bature, something will happen during the return leg.
Nothing will happen, Abimbola.
By his grace.
By his
This
grace.
is
By
where
his
the
grace,
God
forget
factor
it.
will come in.
They will outclass you guys. So go and queue
Okay.
next year
Okay.
and try your luck again.
All right. So we need to go. We need to take a break. When we return, the conversation will be on Joy's side this morning, and of course, we will see you again after this short break.